the Liddy Committee has given me permission to go ahead and slay the dose and burn this thing down to the ground. But don't worry, tomorrow we'll just build the thing right back on up, man. How y'all doing? Let me know in the comments if you're having a great day. How's your week going so far? Is it a good week so far? Is it a bad week so far? Is it mediocre? Let me know in the comments section so I can, sprinkle a little dose juice your way to make sure that you have a great day. Today's message is going to be based off of positivity, the practice of being or tendency to be positive or optimistic in attitude. That's right. We're going to talk about some positivity today. No negativity, just straight up positivity. Be optimistic, not pessimistic. That's what inspired today's topic, because some of you guys are out there on the verge of giving up, and we just can't have that. We can't have that at all. We cannot have it. It's just simply not acceptable. And I know you're like, Markiss, it's hard. I know it's hard. Man, I wanted to give up on plenty of things, plenty of times. But the fact that I didn't is the sheer reason that I'm right here, right now, delivering this message that may help you out. So let's go ahead and get into the antidote, because I know you want to give up. And today we're going to talk about when you want to give up, some tips of what to do to make sure you don't. Because success is literally right around the corner. Success is literally right on that other wall. I know you've been grinding hard. I know you've been handling your business. You've been giving it every single thing that you got. You've been giving it 110%. And you may not be getting the results that you want to see yet. And you just don't know just how close that you can be. And these tips right here are going to help you really see the light at the end of that tunnel and help you to keep going. So let's get into it.
Today's topic is going to be based off of perseverance. It's a noun meaning steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. Accomplish your goals by any means necessary.
If only you guys really know why I'm laughing right now. So I forgot to turn on one of my lights right there. So while the antidote man was going, I just ran out of my chair and ran over there and cut my extra light on back there. I'm silly, man. I'm a goof troop. All right. When you want to give up, number one, seek counsel of those who have more experience. I'm talking about the experts. This is so important, because they have a different perspective than you. They have more experience. They've probably gone through what you're probably going through 15 times. So when you're seeking counsel of people, don't seek counsel of people that tell you exactly what you want to hear, that's there to comfort and console you and feed you all the stuff that's just going to make you feel better. No, seek counsel of those who are expertise in their craft, that have a different perspective, a different opinion, that may have thought of things that you've never thought of. They have done things that you've never done before. They have been through the valley. They've been through the mountaintop, and they can give you exact expertise on how to get through it. The problem is, sometimes when we want to give up, we get the counsel of people who really don't need to be given advice. I'm going to just go ahead and put it out there. Sometimes we just want to go to the most comfortable person that's going to tell us what we need to hear, knowing good and dang on well they don't need to be giving you advice on nothing. They ain't even got they stuff all together, let alone they want to give you advice. Those are the ones that's like, do as I say, not as I do. And them ain't the right people that you need to be talking to, mi amigo. Have you ever been talking to somebody when you need some advice, when you're down in the dumps, and after the conversation, you're like, I don't know why in the world I wouldn't just talk to this person. I didn't get nothing out of that. You know what? On to the seek counsel, like literally when you're just on the brink of giving up. Whatever area that you're about to give up on, seek counsel in that specific area. That's like you want to go try out for swimming, but you go talk to a soccer coach about how to be great in swimming. It just don't work. So again, if it's your career, talk to one of your managers. Talk to somebody in the higher up if they don't resonate with you. Go as high as you can. If you're in the industry, you have a lot of social media friends, and there's somebody online that you admire or look up to, or they coach or mentor. Trust me, the people at the top, the great thing about them is that they want to give back. They want to give back their time to help other people who really want to be great. They want to give back their money to people to invest in. They want to give back their knowledge and expertise. Trust me, there are plenty of people out there that do amazing things, that make it all the way up, that really want to give back. So seek those people out, because that's just one way that just may help you to stay on track and not give up all the way. Number two, Never make a major decision in a valley. And this right here, my friends, is major key. There's times that you need to make decisions based off of emotions, and there's time that you need to make decisions based off of logic. And right now, in this moment, when you're on the brink of giving up, that's not the time to get in your emotions. You're not in a logical state right now to make the best decisions. And when those emotions get the best of you, things can go very, very, very bad. And I know somebody out there feels me.
Hallelujah.
Our emotions, they account for they have a time and a place. What's most important? The best time to use your emotions is when you're in the initial stages. When you're trying to develop your why you started doing what you're doing in the first place, whether it be financially, whether it be work related, whether it be relationship wise, whether it be fitness goals, whatever the case may be, that's the time that you really want to sit back and start being emotional. Because when you develop that deep, powerful, passionate why as to you want to do something, when you want to give up and you can revert back to those emotions that got you started in the first place, that's where emotions has its place. But when you want to give up, when it gets hard, when you're up against that mountain, when you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, when you're looking up to the sky and it seems impossible, insurmountable, that's when logic needs to come into play. And it's going to be so hard because you want to give up, and I've been in your shoes and I know exactly how you feel. Trust me, I get it. Been there multiple times on multiple areas of your life, but when you're emotional, you make that decision, usually, often, it goes back to regret. Once the smoke clears, once the dust settles, once you've had the opportunity to really sit back and your nerves aren't elevated as much and you've calmed down and you got a chance to actually think about it, when logic starts to come into play, you're like, man, I think I made the wrong decision. And now you got to backtrack. And who wants to backtrack when we're trying to progress in this thing called life? So when you're down in the valley, when you're down in the dumps, when things just seem like impossible and you want to give up, you're in an emotional state, and now is not the time to be making that decision. So at some point, you just need to walk away for a second. Nobody's gonna just, judge you for walking away for a second, because that's the best thing to do mentally in your situation. Just walk away for a second, and that's when you want to incorporate logic into this. If somebody's feeling me, do me a favor and type the word logic into the comment box down there while we get into number 3. Realize that success is the reward for your setbacks. This is the one that nobody wants to hear, but they know it's absolutely true. Everybody wants to be successful, but nobody wants to do the work. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Everybody wants to be great, but they don't want to do the things that greats do, because they're afraid. They have this fear in them. They have this fear of failing. They have this fear of it being too hard. They have this fear of, am I capable of doing all this? They have this fear that maybe I'm not good enough. They have this fear that only the elite have the ability. Guess what, man? We're all given the same 24 hours in a day, and it's what you simply choose to do during that 24 hours that determines whether you're going to be great or successful or not. He was going to say hallelujah, man. He was going to say hallelujah because I'm on one right now. Now, I'm going to just say again for the people in the back, realize that success is the reward for the setbacks that you get. All that hard work that you're doing right now, why do you think that's for? Why do you think that's for? Victory tastes so much sweeter after defeat. After you've been down. Have you guys ever seen somebody come back? You ever seen somebody get knocked down in a boxing match and somehow just come back alive and they get their second win and they just come out on top? Have you ever seen a basketball or a football team that's been down by a bunch of points and all of a sudden they just give it all they got and then they come in and they get victory at the last second, the buzzer beater, the last second touchdown or anything like that? Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen somebody that's in sales that doesn't have a great first half of the month and they're down in the slumps and they're ready to give up and they say, oh, I'll get it next month. But then somehow they get the right message at the right time by the right person, and all of a sudden they get that spark in them, and next thing you know, they end up on top, and everybody's like, where in the world did this come from? That's what we're talking about. That success is there for a reason. That success is there for the people who simply don't give up. And if you give up, you'll never get an opportunity to taste just how sweet that cake tastes. And let me tell you, that cake tastes good. I've had some. It's yummy in the tummy. That's the reason I got this tad bit right here that I need to lose real quick. That's what you get with a little bit of success. You're going to get a bit of this and a little bit of that, but it's going to be good, and you really going to like it, I promise you. And I do have a bonus for you guys today. Usually I talk about 3 little tips, but today we're going to talk about 4 because it's crucial and it's important. And I really think that you guys really need to know that someone hopes that you will or you won't. It's a little candy right here for you. Somebody realize that somebody hopes that you will give up and somebody hopes that you won't give up. And what I'm here to tell you is this: do not give the person that hopes you give up the satisfaction of letting them win. We give so much power to people who we don't know on these social media channels and these networks, and we've never met these people a day in our life, yet we're out to impress the people that we don't know, that don't care about us, that invest the time and effort and energy into helping you to become great. We give them so much power by just simply caring about them. Meanwhile, they're sitting there hoping that you fail. They hope that things don't go great from you. You guys know about the crabs in the bucket mentality, where you're surrounded by a bunch of people and you think things are great because they look exactly like you, but somehow you gather the strength to get up out of that bucket and you just keep trying to climb to the top. And what keeps on happening? There's always 1 or 2 that's trying to pull you right back down with them. They don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you better than them. They don't want to see you make it. They don't want to see you outshine them. They don't want to see you be great because they want you right there on their level. But I'm here to tell you that you were not destined to be on their level. It is inside of you. And I'm here to light your soul on fire to let you know that you are worthy and deserving of it, but you got to put in the work and you can't make these decisions in the valley. I know you're great. I know you're capable of more. I know you're destined for success, and you do too. And there's people that you're surrounded by and you don't even know that they don't want you to be great. You got to separate yourself from them. You got to stop caring what people feel. You got to get uncomfortable and literally leave it behind you. But also know this on the flip side. There's a little boy or there's a little girl out there that's inspired by you and you don't even know it just because they don't even tell you. And they hope that you continue to go. And they hope that you continue to grow. And they hope that you reach this level of success because they're looking at you as inspiration to be something that they aspire to be. And they're like, please don't give up. I'm rooting for you, man. I got you in spirit. I got you in my heart. I'm on your side. I'm praying for you. I may not reach out to you as much as I should. I may not tell you how much you inspire me. I may not tell you how much you motivate me, but just know that I'm watching and I care and I really want you to make it. Don't let those folks down. Don't let them down. It is your duty. It's your obligation to continue to be great so that you can help those people that want to be great as well. It's one of the best feelings in the world. Every time I get one of those messages when I want to give up, it says you're worth it. I care about you. You're worthy of more. You matter. It gives me just a little bit more gas in the tank to keep coming on this show and giving you guys the antidote every single time. So let's go ahead and recap for the people in the back. And do me a favor, if you really thought that this resonated with you, if you can just hit that little button with the little arrow that makes this message just spread so far that may change somebody's life, I greatly appreciate it. If you can drop a comment in the comment section to help out with the algorithms because they're against me and they don't want me to win, I truly appreciate it. If you got a buddy that really needs to hear this message, if you can go ahead and just tag them in this message right now, that would be so great and I would appreciate you so much. Number 1, seek experience counsel. Don't talk to the wrong people about the right thing. You ain't going to get the results and you're going to be wasting this time. And we ain't got a lot of time on this God green earth right here. So talk to the right people that has the right perspective to help you get back on track. Number 2, don't make a major decision in the valley. When you down in the dumps, when you feel like you gave your all, when you're on 1%, that is not the time to give up, my friend. Step to the side for a little bit. Let's incorporate a little bit of logic. Give it a breather. Give it 24 hours. I promise you, you'll probably be in a better state. But just think about it. Let's not get the emotions. That's not the time. The time for emotions in the beginning where we're trying to create a powerful, passionate why as to we're doing this in the first place. When you resort back to that, that's when you want to use the emotions. But right now we need to think logically. Think about the ramifications. Think about the negative outcomes if we give up right there. Number 3, success is the reward for the setbacks. And some of you may not have achieved this level of success that you want to yet, so you don't know what it tastes like. But I promise you, when you get there, it's worth it. But you got to climb out of the valley first to be able to get there, and it's tough. Nobody's going to tell you it's going to be easy. Everybody going to tell you it's hard, but it's dang sure worth it. And last but not least, someone hopes you will or won't. The people that don't want you to win, don't give them the satisfaction. Don't give them the opportunity to cheer on your failures. They don't matter anyway. Do it for the people that hope you do win. Do it for the people that are inspired by you, that care about you, that really want to see you be great. That's who you do it for. You do it for yourself, and you do it for them. If you guys are new to The Dose, man, I tell you, this is one of the best ways to catch me live at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time Zone on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can head on over to the search bar and type in The Daily Dose Show. Make sure you give the page a thumbs up and turn on your notification bell so you can get that drop down of when I go live, so you can drop into the Dose House. But if you don't have a lot of time in the morning, you can't catch me live. One of the best ways to catch me is on the replay. That's right. You can head on over to YouTube and type in my name, Markiss Stone, Markiss. That's right, 2 S's because I'm twice as nice, and you'll see a bunch of links in there. But go to the one that says The Daily Dose Show. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you bang that notification bell with your Thor hammer. Give it a thumbs up, and even drop a comment in there to let me know how you really feel. I'm just a guy from the south side of Chicago that do what I do from the heart, and I don't expect nothing in return. And I'm here to tell you that the right message at the right time by the right person may just save your life. I hope y'all have a fantastic day.